So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Wow. Move.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry for Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 20. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the motion.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The toss out to Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Running left, it's Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
50. We want this. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Kid.
Done.
You got three down.
Then we're going to 53.
Echo. Mike, 55. Right there.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Check three. Showing it. General, Max.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Able to avoid him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. One. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Where are they, team?
First down, Mariota. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, the left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. Switch it. Hey.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Like 50. Keep it up, defense.
Looking to throw. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
On third down, it's Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Able to power through. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ted Ginn, 83 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. 11 yards there, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Prescott on first down. He finds McCoy. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch it, hey. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that's incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
50's the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy?
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Mariota. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ted Ginn. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 20.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Mariota throwing the out route and complete. It's Parker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots continue to roll. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half.
Redskins nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Amendola with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Defense all day. All day.
Final play of the half. Prescott over the middle complete. That's Adams. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There you go. Wide
55. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. That's caught at the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check.
On second and goal, Prescott escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Set. Blue line. Hey, check.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go play action here on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Mike's 50. And that QB's
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Juszczyk. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Redskins 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man, I got you.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the safety creep.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't going nowhere.
Saquon Barkley running right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot.
On third down, Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down, New England.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
56. Rip left. 3. Check. 1. Alpha.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Flush to his right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
New England on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Kill.
Use the mic. 50's the mic. You're not ready.
Kill. 47. Hey, kill. 47.
Go.
Here we go. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And all the way up to the 46. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 47.
Go. 55.
First down, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
26-yard line.
Here we go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We're going to 53.
55, Mike, 55. I'm out.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. Going to 54.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
55. Here I come. Mike 55. Mike 55.
47.
Hey, watch the slant. Heavy. Mike 55. Target. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
4th down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Shot. Watch the slant.
26.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
27. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
65, 65.
3.
Barkley, toss play left. Oh, twisting away. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6. At the Patriots' 13-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
47. 26.
Prescott yet again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Hey, kill. Echo. 26.
Now Prescott. This is caught. Watkins. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
26.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, 2, aim.
Come on, D. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Into the Redskins, haven't they do?
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Switch, hey.
Banjo. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go, go to 54, line, kick.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Line,
Mike 50. I got him.
26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This for his running back, McCoy. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Under.
50, Mike's 50. You ain't got nothing.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A handoff, Barkley running left. He's got a first down and more past the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Patriot first 10.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing here, Mariota. It's complete to Parker left side. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.